when it comes to getting the best auto-tune settings in BandLab, it can be a little tricky for some people, all right? Make sure you pay attention and watch to the end of the video. If this video gets 75 likes and 25 comments, I'm gonna put the link in the description. When it comes to BandLab, one thing that you need to understand, BandLab finds the key and the scale for you. That's very important because the auto-tune has to match the key and the scale of the beat. A lot of people overlook that part, but BandLab does that for you for free. Even though they're pushing the membership on a lot of people, me personally, I don't even have the membership, and I am kind of like an unofficial ambassador for BandLab. For some reason, they don't want to like just give me all the features, you know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Hey, so when we look at the auto-tune section, so it's like auto pitch. So when we look at this section, all right, we can tell that my key and the scale has not been selected yet. If I turn it on, it's essential. It defaults to heaviest. Oh, excuse me. It defaults to heaviest. Okay, so with it being in chromatic right now, we hear it a little bit, but we don't really hear it, right? So I'm gonna show you what it's like if we were to put it in G minor. But if I hit G without putting it in minor, right, it defaults to major. So as soon as I hit it, it goes to major. So this is not the correct key. It's not the correct scale. All right. So if I play this and I try to use the auto tune, it's not gonna sound right. Yeah. So you can hear how that just sounded like it's not natural. It's not in line with the beat because the beat is in a different scale. You know what I'm saying? Same key, different scale. All right. Things matter. So there's some science involved in music, but it's like these have to be aligned. All right. So one thing that you do see right here is that I gotta turn it back on. All so one thing that we do see is that we have auto detect key. But the thing with auto detect key, you would have to play that on the beat and get the key from the beat and then come down here and set the key settings, because whatever you sing in by default or anything like that is gonna register there. But then when it comes to BandLab, you have this extra option, but if you don't have a membership, you can't really control it, right? You can change the algorithm back to the old algorithm, right? Which would be the low latency mode, right? None of the auto-tune has latency issues, but like this is, I guess, is the older auto-tune algorithm that BandLab has that people loved, right? And they're forcing you to buy it. So it's like you have to buy it, and then you can control like the other like harmonies and stuff like that. The effects more like that. You can blend it more. But that's just if you want more control. You'd have to buy the membership to get more control. And I don't have the membership, and I know you probably not trying to buy the membership. But yeah, so it just stick to classic and essentials category because we don't need all the extra effects to go along with it. So when we set the key in the scale, we gotta make sure it's correct. So G minor, okay. So minor right here, so we're good to go. And then what you need to understand is these ranges right here. So 0% is 0%. That means it's gonna be no tune there, no auto tune, no nothing. Like it is gonna be you and your singing ability only, nothing else. So we just need to understand it's like if you go 15%, you're still light. It's not going to be noticeable. It's not going to be overpowering. It's just going to be there for subtle pitch correction changes. So this depends on your singing ability. A lot of people overlook the fact that auto-tune is not one of those plugins that you could just put on your vocal and it just makes everything better, but it makes your performance like go the little extra. It's like putting the icing on the cake, right? It's really like helping you present your voice in a unique way. It's adding a different texture to your voice, another element, it just makes it feel good. Like it sounds good, right? So like you see, like we still at 33%, it's gonna be light. So you need to pay attention to when it turns into medium. So I think it turns into medium around 45. Let's see, 40. So 40, see, 35. So 40 is where we get into the medium range. So from 0 to 40 is going to be light. And then from 40 on up, you're going to be in the medium territory. So understand that. So 0 to 40 is going to be light tune. So it's going to be basically the natural tune for you, barely there. Then when we go further up from 40, let's see when it goes. From 40 to, let's see. 40 to 70 is when we get into the heavy category. So anywhere between 40 and 70, like right here, the tune is there, but it's not active. Like it's not like noticeable still for me. And that's one of the things about the BandLab AutoTune. Like, you have to really push the AutoTune to really get the AutoTune feel. And that's what most people want, and that's what we're gonna do. So once we go all the way up to 100, you hear how strong that is. Like, I'm not even singing, I'm just talking, and you hear it. You hear the glitchy. You hear how it's shifting between the different notes, and I ain't even hitting different notes. That's just how I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? So like if I bring that back around like 85, you see the difference, right? That sounds a little bit more natural compared to 100. But it's not going to be as natural compared to 12, because 12 is extremely natural. And this, you still hear some of the artifacts within the auto tune being there. So if you don't want it to be heavy, you dial it back, okay? But you could keep it up here at 100. But now that would have to align with the sound that you want, the singing ability, your preset, because a lot of people will be like, oh, it's too much auto tune on my vocals, I don't know what to do. Turn it down. A lot of people act like they can't turn it down, but you have the right, you have the power to turn it down. You can do that. So when we do, it's like we can just record. So like, watch this. So if I go here and I play the beat, right? Play the beat. Yeah, whole lot of money on me for real. Yeah, whole lot of X on me for real. Whole lot of X on me for real. Whole lot of X on me for real. So like, we dial it back, watch it. Whole lot of X on me for real. 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 So like, now we dial it back some more, right? So now we getting medium. It's not really gonna be there, right? So like, check it. Whole lot of X on me for real. 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 So like, you hear the difference between that, right? So it's like, it's basically not there for my voice right there, right? So whole lot of X on me for real. Whole lot of X on me for real. Whole lot of X on me for real. For real. Whole lot of X on me for real. So we see the difference between that, right? So when we perform, if we don't have enough tune and we need tune, we have to add more tune. But if we don't need as much tune, we dial it back. And you heard the differences between the three selections, right? So I had it at the heaviest, I dialed it back, and I put it at medium, so you can understand what the light would be like if I took it completely off. You know what I'm saying? So it would just be my regular voice with no tune, no correction on it, whatever, right? So if we want to take the auto tune to another level, it's gonna be with a preset. So here we go. So let's build a pre. It's very simple. We don't have to go too much into it. Like, there's simple plugins that we can use, and we don't have to go too crazy. I know that right there is gonna be like, you need a membership to use this plugin. Like, watch this. You need a membership to use the plugin. I don't need it. So I knew they was going to do that. So like, what's this? So like, I do like the 1176, right? So like, you hear how they just push my vocals up to the front. So this is a good plugin to put on your vocals to record with, because all it's going to do is just push your vocals to the front. Right? So it's a good compressor. It's a modeled out there, an iconic, legendary compressor. So, and you know, you choose whatever ratio. So if you want me to explain what these ratios mean, I probably will do that now. But it's like, this right here is for every four transits, letting one through. For every 8, it's letting one through. For every 12, it's letting one through. For every 20, it's letting one through. Right? So that's what it is. So then the attack, the faster the attack, right? So it's gonna chomp down, right? And then the release is how fast it lets it go, right? So if you got a fast release, fast attack, it's gonna be like, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying, like a heart beating and stuff like that. But if it's a slow attack, then it's like a slow release. It's gonna stay there for a minute, then it's gonna be slow going up, right? And then you do your input output gain, stage it how you want. So I could do the input down, I can turn the output out. You see what I'm saying? It's just so many different ways we can set that up. But like, this right here sounds cool for the time being. We don't want to over compress anything. So with that being said, we can go BA2A, right? And so this one it gets a little tricky. So if we turn the gain back a little bit, but do you see we reduce the squeeze? We hear how that vocal just is steady. So this is a compressor, and it's just keeping it steady, all right, to bring up some of that body that we're losing by doing this little whatever, right? So now So now you could do a little EQ. You don't have to really overdo the EQ because we're really just tracking, right? We're not worried about mixing. This is not mixing. So when I roll out some of this low end, I'm just running off a little low end. I'm not trying to overdo it or anything. The high, like all this right here, like we're just going about our business, right? So now I could do a little reverb because I love a little reverb track with reverb, especially when you're doing melodic vocals. So like we can go different ones. So we could do this one. I really don't like that one. I always go univerb for some reason. It's just the one knob, like I prefer it. So the Women's Institute is a good one to start with, and it's just default there, right? And then a little delay ain't never hurt nobody, right? So I like to do the filter echo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we trying to mix down a little bit. Make lean that in a little bit. Like that. If we need to do something like that, right? Little telephone. Yeah. Alright, cool. So now we go back to the auto pitch. And we turn it back on. You see that? And then we go back with it. Simple. Record. Yeah. Whole lot of money on me. Whole lot of racks. Whole lot of racks. Yeah. Whole lot of racks on me. 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 Yeah, I'm up now. Yeah, I'm up now. Yeah, I'm up now. Yeah, up now. Money, calling. Bad bitches on me. Money, calling. Bad bitches keep calling. Money. Any want the money. Hold on, never want the money. The bitches don't want the money. The bitches don't want the money. The hoe don't want the money. The bitches don't want the money. The hoe 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 don't want the money. Yeah. Big dog, baby. 100 on racks. Got 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 a hold on racks. Got 100 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 on racks. Too much money on me, got racks. Said what you had, what you talking about? What you talking about? Pussy nigga, what you talking about? Yeah, what you talking about? Pussy nigga, what you talking about? Yeah, what you talking about? Pussy nigga, what you talking about? Money on money. Money on money on time.
Money keep calling. Money keep calling.
Money keep calling. Money keep calling. Yeah, fuck is you talking about? Hold that racks for sale. What you talking about? Yeah, racks for sale. Yeah, what you talking about? I got racks for sale. Yeah, yeah. Who that is? Who that is? Yeah. Who that is? Yeah. Who that is? Yeah. Who that is? Yeah. Big dog, baby. Yeah. Whole lot of racks. 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 Yeah. Whole lot of